Yo, what is going on, everybody? I am back with another Keeping It Real podcast. And today we got a very special podcast. We have a author on an author on the book on the podcast. What's up, Cassie?
Hello, hi everybody.
This is my friend Cassie. She went to high school with me, and she came out with a book. As you can see, long story short. So we're gonna be talking about that and a few different things. So. Hope you guys enjoy. If you guys are new here, my name is Luke Vaughn. This is my podcast, the Keeping It Real podcast. If you guys want to hit that like button, subscribe. My website is in the description. Instagram, everything is in the description if you guys want to check that out. The website link, if you want to buy that book, will be in the description as well. So what's up, Cass? What's going on? How you doing?
Nothing really. I'm good. Just good? Work. Yeah, I've had my book. It just feels so surreal to me sometimes. Kind of being here too. So I guess serious. Just talking about it, yeah. I just remember my first conversation of like wanting to start writing it, and now we're here with it in front of me, talking to other people about it. So
this is the first thing you've ever done, like a podcast or like a video thing to talk about your book?
Yeah, about my book, yeah. I mean, I've done other like speaking things, but not specifically about my book before.
You've done speaking things at like our high school, right? Mm-hmm. What was that about?
I mean, it was just a presentation. It was more of like a motivational presentation too.
Okay.
So when I wrote my book, I kind of just did the same thing.
Did you use some of like the topics you were talking about? Did you have like the outline? You still have that stuff, like the presentation probably?
The presentation, yeah. But what sounds crazy, I get asked all the time, like, how did I plan writing my book? Like, I really didn't plan it. Like, like I'd be out somewhere. I would think of like a good topic to talk about, or a chapter title is really what I did. And I'd write it down in my notes, and then later on I'd be like,
add it to the story.
Yeah, add it, and then just see what happens.
So when did you get the idea that you wanted to be an author and write a book?
Well, I read this book called Girl Up, and I always liked to read, but like this book was just kind of different for me. So I read it, and then that's when I started my club in high school. And then...
What club was that?
Girls Talk.
Okay.
I don't know if you ever heard of that.
Yeah, I think I heard. Okay. I think I saw some things on Instagram.
That, and then things kind of got really serious in there. And then at some point, a lot of people couldn't make it because they had sports or whatever was going on.
Yeah.
So then I was like, well, I'm just going to do this presentation, did the presentation. Just had some feeling to start writing the book, I guess. And then I started it like right after my presentation. I got to like 10 pages and I was like, oh, this is kind of hard.
So you started in high school?
Yeah, my
interesting.
Yeah, right after my presentation, I wrote like 10 pages down in Google Docs. And then I was like, oh no, this is really hard. I'm not doing this. And then quarantine came around, and I was like...
So you let it sit there for like a year and a half?
Yeah, I let it sit there for a while. I actually remember like going back in my journal and like looking when I wrote in my journal, like I'm going to start my book. And it was like a year later when I came back, and I was like, okay, no, I'm being serious.
You have a journal? Like a daily journal?
Yeah. I try to probably like 4 times a week.
4 times a week?
Yeah, something like that.
What do you write in your journal? Not specifically.
Yeah, just what's going on.
Just what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like just...
Stay organized and get things out of the head and stuff.
Yeah. I feel like that's the way that I don't want to say cope, but just kind of get things out without. But I think it would be nice to hopefully have a daughter one day, so I'll keep all of it and show her like, oh, when I was in high school, this happened.
That's funny.
I don't know. I just feel like
I have a daily journal too, just kind of for the same idea. I don't write as much as I probably should, but I do write every day, just like. Woke up, did this, did that. Today was good. Got this done. So just in case I ever gotta go back and see what happened.
I like writing down, I guess, how I feel. So when I go back and read it, I'm just like, I'm glad I don't feel that way anymore, or something like that.
Interesting. So you started, quarantine came, and you were like, you know what? I gotta whip this Google Docs back open, and I gotta go on this book.
Yeah,
is that what the idea came?
Yeah, I mean, a couple things like happened to me during quarantine, and I was like, I guess I was really upset, you could say. So I needed something to kind of distract me. So this was kind of my best distraction. And then at the end of it,
how long did it take? Like at least writing wise. How long did it take writing wise?
To write it, I feel like my first 10 pages didn't really count. That probably took me like.
Did you still add those pages?
Yeah. I
I
started off with that.
That's
I didn't
funny.
like rewrite anything, but that probably took me like a week. But to write the whole thing was probably like 5 months, maybe 6 months.
Okay.
And then
And then what was the process? All right, you can keep going. I'm sorry.
It's okay. And then after I finished writing it, I hired an editor. So she went in my Google Docs. She would cross out like what she thought didn't need to be there or reworded it so it sounded better, whatever.
Yeah.
And then if I liked it, I could approve it. And
was that all through email?
I shared my Google Doc with her, and
Okay.
she like edited it that way.
Okay.
So if I approved of it, if I liked it, then I just checked it and it went through. Yeah. And then after that, my best friend put my book together for me.
So the editor, was it like a company that you went to, or was it like a single a freelancer type of thing?
Well, I met some girl in high school, and she actually came to Girls Talk, and we just started talking one day, and she asked me to go to some business party with her, whatever. And there were a bunch of small businesses there, but one of them was some guy wrote his own book. So I just took his card information, like I don't know, and I emailed him.
I'll take your business card.
I know.
Like, I'm a businesswoman.
That's what I tried to make it seem like. But so I found his card one day randomly, and I was like, so I emailed him, and I hired the same editor that he had.
That he used.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
So it wasn't through a publishing company or anything. She's solely.
So then what was the process of then, did you get it? You had to go through a publishing company too?
No, I self-published.
So what's that difference between self-publish and a publisher?
I guess a publishing house, like, I would just say the dilemma of why people always want the publishing house is marketing. Like, they already have big platform. Yeah.
It's like, this is she wrote a book, and it's like all these people are going to see it.
They have big platforming everywhere, but
I see.
with a publishing company, they could have been like, oh, I don't like your title. You can't have your title. Or I don't like this picture you put. And I was just like, not for my first book. I didn't want to do that. So, yeah.
Interesting. Okay. I never even thought about that. So then you just kind of have you made your own website. How'd you get your own website for the book? You had someone hook you up?
No, I just, some girl that has her small business, I just kind of asked her what website she used. And it's like a free website. Okay. So I was like, well, I guess I'll just
use the plugin.
And that's what I did. So
that's awesome.
But I feel like it's easier to get it through my website. It's on Amazon, but
is it on Amazon?
Yeah.
I tried to find it on Amazon.
You have to.
It's probably lost in there somewhere.
You have to classify it under books first.
Okay.
So if you just look up my name in the book, of course it doesn't come up. You have to go under.
Scrolling. I was like,
yeah, I know, me too. When I first looked it up, I was like, I don't see it on here. But then you look a little harder, and it's there.
That's funny. So how long did it take? How long was the editing process?
It probably took her 2 months.
Okay.
A month, something like that. Right after my book, she was leaving. She had a baby.
Okay.
So I was her last project.
Yeah.
So
she was trying to finish it.
Yeah, she was trying to hurry up and finish. But she kind of took. I guess you could say when she felt sick, she couldn't work on it. So I feel like it just took a little longer.
Yeah.
So that was 2 months.
Was that just a waiting process?
Yeah.
Basically, just a waiting process.
Yeah, she would email me and be like, I got through chapters 10 and 15 today, or 10 and whatever. Yeah. I'll pick back up on Monday. And then
it's like,
go. Yeah. So when she would do that, I would go through it, read it, check it off. That's cool. By the time she came back.
Didn't you say you haven't read the book yet?
Yeah, not fully.
Yeah, okay. Are you going to?
I mean, I guess I have fully, but I haven't sat down and read the entire
read
thing.
It and edited and read the edits and stuff.
I mean,
so
you write it, then somebody edit. For me, I wrote it, tried to edit myself.
Yeah.
Somebody else edited it, went through all of that.
And you check their edits.
Yeah. Okay. And then I had to go back, and if I wanted to change something. And then when I got my proof copy, I had to read through it to make sure everything was okay. And then I changed things, and I got my second proof. And it's just, but as of right now, like my total finished book, I haven't.
Did you like the process? Like the whole?
Yeah.
You liked it?
Yeah.
It was
My best friend put my book together for me. So like.
What does that mean? Like she built the whole thing?
Yeah, we used InDesign. He used InDesign.
What's InDesign? Is that like a website thing?
Yeah, he just
Software?
uploaded the PDF of the words of the book.
Yeah.
And it just laid it all out. And then you send that PDF on InDesign into Amazon. And
Amazon.
Yeah.
Amazon's got it all, yeah.
Crazy.
But they are I think they started mainly as a bookstore, so they probably got all the good book gadgets. Damn, that's lit. So you hold all the copies, right? You're the
for right now.
Of all the copies.
Yeah, I have all of them.
Is the place gonna eventually hold them or something like that? Probably like Amazon, right?
Well, Amazon has them. Like if you were to go order it off Amazon, they would have a copy.
Okay.
But for my website, I have my own.
Okay, that's lit.
So we don't have to wait for Amazon.
Yeah, we don't gotta wait.
Whatever to order it, pretty much.
So why a self-help? What was the inspiration behind writing a self-help book?
I guess just because I felt like I had a lot of insight at an early age that some people don't have, or
like a sixth sense.
Kind of, or haven't had the chance to experience it yet, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
I guess my big move did a lot for me too. Like,
was that like coming to New Jersey?
Yeah, it was like a
lot.
Yeah, it was a
change.
Yeah, I feel like that's when I grew up. And how old were we? 14.
I think younger than that. We were in middle school. We were like 16. We were in 6th grade, 7th grade. Right?
I came in the 8th grade.
Did you? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we were like 13, 14.
Yeah, so like to kind of grow up at 13 or 14 was a little crazy. But
a lot.
No, I just on top of that, I always liked reading them.
Yeah.
So I feel like I had a lot of
John C. Maxwell. You ever read him?
I've heard of him.
He's got like all like the help.
I never really read it though.
Okay. What are some of your favorite books?
Well, Laura Bates, The Girl Up.
Okay. You like romantic? I know the girls like romantic.
Well, I was just about to say I really like the book, like learning about the 5 love languages.
Okay. Yeah, those books are interesting. All those.
So I mean, I guess that's not self-help, but informational.
Yeah, that's like a human behavior kind of book. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So book-wise, you got any? You think about writing another one? You think about? Is this like a journey that you want to be on, like be like an author type of thing?
Well, I started my second one.
Already?
So, yeah.
That's lit.
I hope the title comes to me.
Yeah, it'll all come. Yeah. What's your like working process? You write every day?
Oh, no.
Let the creative energy come and go?
I feel like if I were to force myself to write every day, it wouldn't be.
A little unauthentic?
Yeah, something like that.
Interesting.
I mean, I try to, but like sometimes if I'm at work and it's not busy, I'll write down it on paper.
Some ideas and stuff.
And then come home and just type it. But sometimes I just forget it.
You like typing over the handwritten? I kind of like the handwritten stuff.
I usually handwrite everything, truthfully. That's where I started everything. It was in a journal, handwritten.
That's funny.
And then once I figured like, oh, this could really go somewhere, I was like, maybe I'll just start typing it.
When did you realize that like you really wanted to take it serious instead of just like journaling, writing every day for like fun and coping? And then you were like, let me write a book. Let me try to sell it. Let me try to chase. Was it a dream for a long time, or was it just something that kind of came and inspirational?
I feel like it was always a dream. I just didn't know it.
Did you read at a young age?
Yeah, I had to write at a young age. Something happened in my family and I was in therapy. So my therapist was just like, how old was I? 12? And she was just like, write down things, because usually when you write down things, it helps you process things better or whatever. So I've been writing for a long time.
Okay, so you built that habit up. Interesting. Yeah, I didn't read until I was freaking like 19 years old, I think.
Yeah, I don't think I read a lot until
I wrote a little, but I would write like creative stories. Like I wrote about this guy for like, I think the whole entire year of like 4th or 5th grade. I would just write about this Asian guy that was like a CIA agent and fucking breaking buildings and shit. And I would just write all the time.
All the time?
Yeah, it was just crazy. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I mean I have other stuff that I've written too that didn't really make the cut, but I just don't think I could put all that in there. But
like what? Like different like fantasy or like non or fiction type of stuff. I think like some fiction, like where you're really pushing the envelope, like kind of dark ideas or whatever it is, like that's like the good stuff, I guess, right? 50 Shades of Grey was like
type
famous
of thing.
and shit.
Yeah. I feel like that just isn't my strong suit to write about things like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's why I kind of just stuck to the self-help part.
Is it going to be like another type of self-help book? That's cool. Same kind of concept or like a different type of thing?
I mean,
it can probably all change. You might change your idea. And stuff.
I mean, it'll still be a self-help book, but I think the stuff that I've already talked about, I'm not going to talk about it again.
Fair enough.
So that's really it. I feel like I'm also, by the time I publish this, it'll probably be like 3 years since I started writing it. Yeah. So I feel like 3 years older than this book.
It's not really relevant to it.
Yeah, or I've learned a lot more that's more important than repeating this.
Yeah, exactly. That's awesome. Let me see. So I know you talk about a lot of like your goals in there. Like, what are some of the goals that you're working on for this year? Like personal goals, anything fun?
I definitely need to
You went skydiving?
Oh, I did go skydiving.
That was freaking awesome.
Yeah, it was. Lit. I feel like nobody's going to understand this unless you've gone skydiving. But, you know, when you're on a roller coaster and, like, your stomach drops, you don't feel that. It feels like you're floating. Yeah, it feels like you're...
But, like, the moment before is probably, like, the full stomach drop and shit, right?
I think the stomach drop for me was, like, you're on a plane, like a little-ass plane with... How many? 10 people with the pilot, so probably like 9. Yeah.
You know the door is about to fly.
Yes, but I think the scariest part for me is like you go up so high, but then you have to level out to jump out, and like that leveling feels like the plane is falling, kind of. So I was like, oh yeah, that was the scariest part. Not even jumping out was the leveling of the plane.
Are you scared of heights, or you like don't give a fuck?
I'm scared of heights, but I feel like skydiving is different.
Oh my God.
That sounds so crazy.
That sounds crazy.
I'd rather go skydiving again than go on King to Ka or something.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've never gone on King to Ka. That's too scary. I don't want to like get up there and then get shot back. I've been on Nitro, but I've been on everything but King to Ka.
Okay, me too.
El Toro, you saw El Toro? It went flying off the track.
I saw that everywhere.
It's like Final Destination.
Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. I'm definitely not going back on there again.
Yeah, I don't need to go back. I've seen everything at Six Flags. I don't need to go back.
Yeah,
all the lines and shit.
Yeah, I don't need to either.
No, but I want to go skydiving. That would be lit.
It really wasn't. I mean, I don't know what expensive.
How long did it take? Was it like 10 minutes?
I mean, you have to go there, fill out your waivers.
But like in the air.
Oh, in the air. I mean, it takes like 15 minutes in the plane to get up to where you're supposed to be.
Okay.
And then falling, like being in the air was probably 20.
Oh my God.
But it's
much.
It's because like after they pull the parachute, you're literally just
there
like
for a while.
Yeah, you're there for
around.
Yeah. I had really bad bruises inside of my legs because he tightened me in so tight.
Damn.
So like I guess you don't really have to be worried about going anywhere.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, you're stuck to the guy the first time, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, I was not doing that by myself.
Dude, my mom, when she was our age, like younger, way back in the day, she just went by herself.
Did she really?
That's crazy. Just flying.
Yeah, by herself. First time. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no.
That's absurd.
Yeah, no, I would miss something or no, I was.
Yeah.
I asked him, like, I just like to ask a lot of questions kind of wherever I go somewhere new.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, so like what number is this jumping out of the plane? He was like, oh, probably around 5,000.
Yeah, like they go out thousands of
like,
times.
He was like, no, I probably go like 300 times a week.
That's
crazy.
Absurd.
Well, when we went up, it was just there was like 3 people skydiving, so that's 6 people, but 3 other people did it by themselves, like backflip off.
Like,
I know, just regular, and I was like, no, I'm not.
Yeah, I low-key want to do that, but
it's I don't want to say like it's cheap, but I feel like skydiving.
It's not like it's $200 to jump out of a plane.
Yeah.
Like it's that's worth it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. I think it was like I went in Florida, so it was like $150 for the actual flight, but then to have the camera was like $125.
Okay.
So I feel like you can't go skydiving without the camera.
Could I bring my own camera? Probably, right?
I don't see why not.
Yeah, hey, I got the GoPro.
Yeah, maybe. I guess that would be on you if it dropped or anything.
Yeah, I don't want to kill anybody dropping.
You do have to. I feel like you have to put your arms a certain way and your legs a certain way, because like he would tap me on my shoulder and tell me when I could let my arms go.
Okay,
so I feel like maybe not, just because you
I can't be
holding
stuff.
Yeah. You never know.
You never know.
You could try.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
That'd definitely be worth a try.
At least like a helmet cam. I can get a helmet cam. Like
yeah, and then have it by yourself.
Yeah.
So then it would only be like
just be like falling the whole time.
It's worth it. It's so worth it.
Nah, I want to go because I'm actually so I was gonna say I'm driving across the country. If you guys don't know my podcast followers, I'm driving across the country this week. I'm leaving this week and I'm gonna be gone for like 3 weeks. And I'm going to the first day I'm going to Gettysburg. I haven't planned out the full trip. It's kind of just like
what happens.
What happens. I'm mostly staying at campsites because it's cheap and it's simple, and I kind of want to see like that part of the world. I want to fly my drone around and take cool photos and stuff. So I'm gonna stop at Gettysburg, and then from there I'm gonna go to Virginia, Shenandoah National Park. I had to go to I don't know if you saw. I went to Thomas Edison's factory in upstate New Jersey, North Jersey, and like that's where like the light bulb I guess was invented. It was pretty cool. But I had to pick up this pass. It's called America the Beautiful, and with that pass I can travel the whole entire country, like all like the national parks, historical parks, all for free. Because like Yosemite, Yellowstone, they're all like Grand Canyon. They're like $40 for a car each time you go. So now I got an annual pass, so it's like $80. It's like that Six Flags. Like you go twice to anywhere, and you basically get your money worth for the whole entire year. So I just had to drive and pick that up. But now I'm gonna go to Shenandoah, and then leave Virginia, and then I'm gonna go see Thomas in Tennessee, go see Cookeville, and then Tennessee. That's kind of the dilemma I'm at, because from Tennessee, because I'll be in Tennessee on Thursday, wake up on Friday, and then I have to be in southwestern Utah by Monday morning, possibly late Monday morning though. So I got a little bit of time to drive over there.
How far is that from Tennessee to?
Probably a solid day from Tennessee to Utah. So I want to go to Colorado. Like I want to camp out in Colorado. So the dilemma is from Tennessee, I have to go past Arkansas, which is funny. Like I was thinking about camping in Arkansas, but I was like, nah, it's too far away from Colorado. So I might have to go to Missouri, somewhere to Missouri or Kansas or something like that.
Kansas is nice.
Yeah, I heard Kansas is kind of cool. They all have cool spots about them, which is funny that like nobody.
If you like do go to Arkansas for some reason, Hot Springs is really pretty.
I saw Hot Springs. Is that a national park? Or is it just like a forest?
I really don't know. It's popular though,
it
like
is, right?
for people to go and just travel.
How is Little Rock? Is that like a city vibe?
That's where I was born. It's the capital. So
is it like a Nashville type of vibe, or is it smaller than Nashville? You think?
I don't know. I go to like the same 3 houses when I go to Arkansas, so I haven't traveled Little Rock. I was just there as a baby.
That's funny. Yeah, so I'm gonna go there, and then I gotta be in Utah by Monday morning. So that's kind of like the dilemma. But I want to spend, I guess, the weekend out in Colorado and Utah. There's so many places to be. Like Utah has 5 national parks there, which is all really cool. So fly my drone. The problem about the national parks, I can't fly the drone.
Oh yeah.
So if I go to like the national or state forest, I can fly my drone and stuff. It's just like all these rules.
Are you gonna run there while you're there?
Yeah, I'm gonna run. So the idea is I want to sign up for an ultra marathon within the next few. I mean, I gotta pay to do that shit too. So I gotta sign up, and I want to pick an ultra marathon probably out. I mean, most of them are the cool ones are out west, like Western States 100, Bigfoot, Badwater. I don't know if I want to do 100 miles or 50 miles, but I'll probably do 50 miles first. So I'm basically going to be training and running around and seeing all this different stuff while I'm out there. So, because also out west, high elevation, so you get a little bit better red blood cells and stuff. You get a little bit more oxygen in the blood.
That'll be so much fun.
Yeah. So I'm excited. I'm a little nervous. It's just like I've never really done anything like. I mean, I drove to Tennessee, so it's not really trying. I can camp.
How far is Tennessee from here?
Tennessee is a solid 12 hours, but basically 13, 14 with traffic and everything. So, that's a solid like day drive. I made that in one day though. That shit was long. It was a long drive. But I'm not trying to really do that. But the one I'm gonna have to take that one far drive out from Tennessee to like Colorado-ish area. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
How do you get through that with your music or?
I'm probably mainly going to listen to podcasts. That's probably
okay.
going to be the best bet is just listen to somebody talk. And then next thing you know, 2-3 hours is gone. Play an hour or two of music. But I'm also not trying to drive a lot. That's like the idea.
Oh, okay.
Is I'm really just, it's only like 3 hours to Gettysburg, another 3-4 hours to Shenandoah. Wake up in the morning. It's going to be like 6-7 hours to Tennessee. So a little farther for that. In Tennessee, Thomas's house. So I save money, get some groceries, get a good meal. And, yeah, Tennessee is the issue right now because I'm trying to stay in like southern Utah, Colorado area, so I don't have to drive far that Monday morning. So we'll see. But I'm excited. I'm going to see. And then from Utah, I'm going to go to Utah a few days. I'm going to go to Utah for a few days. And then from Utah, so I'm going to go to Zion National Park for 3 nights and then Bryce Canyon National Park for a day, and then we're spending one night in Vegas at the Bellagio. Oh, so I was like, my friend Joe was like,
that's where your money's about to go.
Most of it's already, a lot of it's just on that thing. So that's a lot why I'm staying at the campsites. Yeah. And Utah, Colorado, there's free campsites, literally free campsites. So it's like, how you doing? I'm coming through. But yeah, Joe's like, yeah, bro, by the way, staying at the Bellagio. I'm like, fuck, we're going to stay at the hotel next to the Bellagio. It's like, come on. To it? Right behind it, bro. We walk over. But I was like, all right, screw it. I'm going to be there, have some fun. And then from there, I'm going to be in Vegas. Kind of like my friends, they're flying there, and then they're going to fly back. So I'm going to be in Vegas by myself that one day, and then I'm probably going to drive to California and then Oregon, possibly Yellowstone on my way back. But then on my way back, yeah.
Yellowstone is nice.
Yeah. Have you been there?
No, I haven't, but I've seen like...
Yeah, I've never really been. I've been to the Grand Canyon. I've been to Vegas with my family, but like other than that, like nothing really else. We've been to Florida. This year I drove to Tennessee, so I got a little southern taste. Because Thomas is really out there. Like Thomas is out in like.
Is he by himself?
I mean, kind of like his uncle lives like 2 miles down the street from it in the same neighborhood. But
he lives by himself.
Lives by himself now. For a while, he lived with his uncle because they bought a house. They had to redo it, so it wasn't livable. Yeah. But now, yeah, he lives by himself. He's out there. His street. No pavement, not paved. Yeah. No street lights. Dirt road. No Wi-Fi. He's out there. Really? Yeah. I mean, like now he's got a router, so it's a little bit of service, but like when you pull on his street, no service. When you pull off his street, you get a little bit of service. His neighbor is a cow farm and shit, so he's out there. But it's fun. I'm excited. I'm nervous. We're gonna go see America. Gonna go see what America's about. And
did you like the South at all?
Yeah, it was cool.
What do you think is different? Like, I feel like just one time going there.
I think the biggest thing is probably the economy. Mm-hmm. Like mainly, like there's not that much going on. It's cheaper. Like Thomas is like his property tax is like it's so cheap to live down there, but it's like there's not like really like a pop. You would have to work in Knoxville or Nashville to really or be like a teacher at a school or like a cop. Other than that, like there's only like Raymore and Flanagan furniture, like, you know what I'm saying? And like there's people that like live off that way and they have their house and stuff. Yeah, and it's just so interesting. Yeah, you can't do that here. You need like a degree and a job and like an office type of thing. So I think the economy is probably the biggest thing, and then lifestyle plays into the economy. So it's just a little bit more southern, simple. And but people like they're just human beings. Like that's what you realize. They're just human beings. Different drug problem down there. Like they're doing more like not all of them, obviously, but like there's math and there's just not much going on, so they're just doing random drugs. You got a lot of druggies and you got drugs everywhere. So, but yeah, like West Virginia was the one state where I was kind of fucking sketched out because I pulled up, got gas, and like the fucking people at the gas station were looking sketchy. The cop was there because some crackhead was messing with the people at the gas station. So I'm like, oh god.
I'm guessing you learned how to pump your own gas.
Yeah, like low key there, like on the trip, like before, I'm like I pumped gas with my friend once, but it's like I'm not that comfortable. But I was like, here we go. So it's like when I came back, I was like, dude, it's nice. Like people pump our gas. Like New Jersey people, like some people, we don't even like
even know how to do it.
Yeah, they don't even realize how nice it is. Just sit in your car. It's like $20 regular. Yeah, fill it up. Some guys out there, you don't even got to tip them or anything. That's funny. But yeah, I'm excited. I don't know where in California I'm gonna stay. I'm kind of nervous about that. I want to go to LA, but it's like low-key so Southern California, much more than I thought. I literally thought like when you're planning this trip, I was like, fuck, Idaho's over here? I was like, I thought Idaho's over here, yo. I was like, damn. I was like, Texas is really that central? I was like, fuck. But yeah, Oklahoma's a big state. And I think I want to take, so the idea is I'm going to go Southern go hit Tennessee, go those states, go Colorado, Utah, and then take a different way home.
So when do you plan on coming back home? You said 3 weeks. About
3 weeks. 3 weeks. So I think I think I got work on. I think I got work Thursday or Friday of that next week. So my friend Joe leaves that Friday or Saturday. So I have Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday to get home. Okay. So I have a little bit of time.
Yeah.
So
what did your parents say when they?
I mean, they're kind of nervous. It's been like a last minute decision type of thing. I think that's kind of the best way to do it. Sometimes planning out too big is overwhelming, and it's like, oh, maybe I'll wait until this, or it's like last minute. Joe's like, I'm going. I was like, fuck it, dude. Like I have a date to go. It's like I want to go. It's like they're already gonna be there. It's like screw it. Let's just go. So I think that's the best thing working out for me. But they're kind of nervous. But also like I had a Mazda and I traded my Mazda and then got a Subaru. Long story short, basically like same payment. But like the idea was I
love hearing people say that. You feel like you don't even notice you're saying that.
Yeah, exactly. But so basically I got that to drive across my Mazda was 2-wheel drive. And that's all-wheel drive, so I can drive in the snow, in the rain, and stuff like that. Yeah, so I want to travel in the wintertime, off-roading a little bit. So that's kind of why I got my car. So my parents understand, that's kind of the goal and stuff. But yeah, I want to do some photography while I'm out there, photograph some of the coolest things, like, in America that people, like, see on fucking magazines and shit. And it's like, yo, I'm here, taking, like, quality photos and stuff. So I want to do that. But yeah, I want to make, I think the documentary, I'm kind of struggling with, like, topic ideas for a documentary because I don't want to just make a vlog of everywhere I'm going. I think at that point it's just like kind of goofy. I'd rather make something like cinematic and kind of like meaningful. I'm thinking this is my idea. I'm thinking some of like a self-growth like realization, like some of like be super honest about some of like my faults and insecurities and just like growing up and being scared to, like, we're hiking this thing called Angel's Landing in Zion National Park. It's like a 3-hour hike both ways, so 6 hours, but it's like one of the scariest things. It's like you're on the side of the cliff and you're just a rope chain. It's actually really scary. But it's like to this big thing, but like honestly, like I'm gonna be fucking petrified.
Yeah,
so it's like so I'm gonna be petrified. So it's like I guess I'll talk about that and going to Tennessee and like being from Jersey and judging people from the South and shit and realizing
how different.
Like I saw one Trump flag in Tennessee. Like you would think they're all fucking flying it around, beating people with the Trump flag. And, I didn't see any like no, not at all. So I didn't see any. I saw one Confederate flag, and like I was in the boons of Tennessee. Like I was like in the woods. So if anything, you're gonna see it, out. And you just don't really see it. So it's just so interesting how like we. Kind of thing, but I think like I could make like a cool cinematic like message. Probably. So I'm gonna try to figure out the I'm kind of figuring it out, mapping out the ideas and stuff. I got some short films I want to edit while I'm doing it, so I'm really just gonna focus on recording cool content, editing old content, posting it while I'm out there and stuff like that. So getting photos.
That's a smart idea.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm excited. I'm gonna edit our podcast while I'm out there, post it eventually. So
how long does it usually take you?
The editing process isn't long, but when you have like an hour worth of like audio and video, kind of it takes a while just to save. And then I like to save them on little hard drives. So save it and then posting takes about an hour altogether. YouTube takes a while. So, but
does it really?
Yeah. I mean, the more you edit a video, the harder, the more storage it is. So the more it takes for YouTube to process it. But the thing about YouTube is like you can post 1080p for high quality content. Like Instagram, like some of the photos I take on Instagram like are really quality photos and they come out like blurry and stuff like that. So not super blurry, but like Instagram or YouTube is like a strong platform. So it's cool.
Well, for my book, like and the picture in the back, I had to have a certain amount of pixels in the picture or else it would have turned out looking sideways.
Yeah, exactly. So, it had to be a specific size for the printer and stuff. Yeah, it's all a pain in the ass, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So I got the drone, so I'm going to be flying the drone, making some cool content. Flying over like cool.
Oh, that'll be different.
Yeah, I'm excited. So hopefully the big thing now at this point is weather. So I'm hoping if the weather can align with me, Hurricane Elsa passed. So hopefully like the clouds move and the sun's up for a few days. I'm like, yo, but I think out west, like it usually is just sunny all the time anyway. So kind of excited
the
about
weather's
that.
pretty.
Yeah.
accountable.
Yeah.
Like if it's supposed to rain, it'll rain.
Vegas and California is fucking sunny every day, so it's like don't really got to worry about that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited. My parents are the ones like, ooh, asking me questions, making me nervous.
Yeah.
Making me double check myself.
Ask questions.
Is your oil in your car? It's like,
yeah.
fuck,
I don't know. I haven't checked it.
It's like, I think so.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So it's like the little things, but food is one thing that I gotta stay on top of, especially if I'm gonna be running and training. That's my hardest part right now is trying to eat as much quality food when you run so much and burn all this fucking calories. I don't want to look like a twig.
Yeah.
Right
you probably do have to eat a lot.
Yeah. Some days. So we'll see. You doing anything? You traveling anywhere soon?
Not that I know of. I just got my new job, so I don't really have my vacation days yet, I guess you could say.
Where are you working at?
I'm a 911 dispatching officer.
When did you start doing that? Damn, yo, that's looking a crazy ass job. When did you start doing that?
10 weeks ago.
Wow. You needed to get training for that, probably?
Yeah, 10 weeks of training. I'm still in training.
That's got to be intense, yo.
Yeah,
for Hamilton, or was it like Mercer County?
Burlington County.
Okay.
You know how I moved to Bordentown, so.
Oh, you did move to Bordentown?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had to do it.
You don't live over by there? I always deliver that.
Moved.
I always like, maybe Cassie's outside.
Yeah, no, I
that's
moved.
so funny.
I moved November.
Okay.
So I haven't been there for a while.
Okay.
But yeah, so.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. How you like it?
Yeah.
What do you work, like a night shift, or do you work?
Well, for right now, I work in the morning, but it really just doesn't matter.
How long are the shifts? Are they like, I know cops do like usually 12 hours on.
Yeah,
Is it
7 to 7.
Okay.
So.
Damn, so that's kind of long.
But you get your days off. You get your paid time off. So it's not bad. Yeah.
Is that like a state job?
Mm.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yeah, it gets crazy. It really does. You never know what to expect.
No, that's
like,
crazy.
We'll have people call and ask what time the fireworks are showing. And then we'll have people.
Like, do you answer that, or are you like, ma'am, you're not supposed to call? Like, this is 911.
Yeah. Well, when they ask that,
but
it's
5:30, I'm gonna.
Yeah,
be there.
5:30. I get off at 3. They're at 5:30. Actually, no. You gotta say like. When somebody asked me that, I had asked like, well, what do I say? Because you try to be nice and help them, but it's like, did you look at the website? And then they're like, no, I just thought it'd be easier to call, and then it's just like. It's just like not like I could be on the phone with somebody that, it gets.
Yeah, you probably deal with people that are dealing with crazy stuff. A lot of car accidents, probably. Is that like the majority?
Yeah, but a lot of them are like don't have. I'm talking like I have to talk in my voice there. Negative injuries, but I just have to pronounce things a certain way.
Certain things and codes.
Yeah.
And you look, you got to learn like the police codes to call them out and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That's wild.
Like when I get a call and I have to call over to the police zone.
You're like all there. You're like the lady Holly Berry, remember?
From the call.
From the call where you're sitting there.
I think if that were to ever happen to me, I'd like.
You turn into Holly Berry.
Yeah, there was some little girl who called the other day, and it's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool working there because say if we were to call here, we'd get a rapid SOS on our mapping system, so I'd be able to see exactly where we are.
Really?
So like, say you called and you were like, I need help, and then I would ask you like, where's your address, and you were like, I don't know. I could plot you on the
instantly
map
though,
and just tell you.
or would you have to like take time to track it?
No,
Maybe
it's
instantly,
instant.
even if it's not an iPhone or something.
Mm-mm.
Damn, that's lit. Even like that flip phone. Would that flip phone?
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, that would be that guy's out of luck.
I'm sure there's something.
Yeah.
But.
Damn. It's like, sir, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
You have like probably a lot of like domestic disputes and stuff like that.
My first call was a domestic. I don't want to say some of them are funny, but some of them are like.
Some of them they're probably like fucking not good. A lot of them are on drugs or.
Well, I had a wife call and she was like, I need the police. Her voice sounded like, I need the police at my house. So you got to hurry up. Like, okay, where are you? So I get her information. I'm like, okay, what's going on? She's like, my husband's trying to leave. So I'm like, your husband's trying to leave you? And she's like, yes, he's trying to leave me. And I have 2 kids and this jackass thinks I'm going to raise these 2 kids by myself. He's trying to walk out of the house. So I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, and I was like, I just don't know what they can do for you. But like, this is more of a court matter. If you She's like, well, what if I say I'm going to kill him? Then will you send people out? This lady goes all over the phone. I'm going to kill him. Like, so at that point, it was like.
Yo, that's so funny. That's
like, she was just mad because her husband wanted to leave.
People are just crazy.
Yeah.
People go into a different mode and just like, fuck it, I'm going to do anything.
We get a lot of alarm calls.
Like my alarm's going off?
Yeah.
My house.
Do you have an alarm system?
No. I just got that fucking hammer.
Yeah, that too. That will work. Well, like if an alarm company will call for a house. Okay. Like a fire alarm's going off.
Okay.
So stuff like that.
Yeah, I got a fire alarm. I got a smoke detector.
Yeah, that works too.
Who knows? Most people's smoke detectors probably don't even work.
Probably not. I know that you have to for like certain houses.
Yeah.
But.
Damn, that's crazy. I did not know you were doing that. Mm-hmm. Did you want to do that, or was it like an opportunity that came up?
When I was working at the pizzeria, some girl came in and she had a uniform on. I just kind of asked her like what she did, and I was like, that kind of sounds. It sounds like. And she said, I didn't need you don't need a degree or anything to do it. Yeah, you just have to go through training and we had 2 really big tests.
Okay.
That we had to take.
Were they like a civil service type of test or?
Like it was a medical exam.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because eventually if we go on to I'm just a call taker right now, but eventually if I go on to like medical desk, I have to know what to say to callers. Like.
Oh, in case like I'm bleeding, I need help. It's like, all right, we're passing you on.
Yeah, you pass this lady. Or like if there's a fight, I gotta transfer them over to police.
Okay.
So.
Damn, that is interesting, Cass. I see, dude, you're out there.
It's definitely taken me longer.
Is it like, do you like, let's say like after a day, let's say you get some bad calls or at the end of the day you get a bad call. Does that like kind of ruin your day sometimes, or like, are people assholes to you? Like, fuck you, bitch.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Did you see the incident that happened in Mount Laurel with the guy?
And
Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many people called me.
Oh.
And like was mad at me.
Wait, what were they saying to you though?
I had some guy call. He called on the non-emergency.
Is Burlington County?
Mount Laurel. Yeah.
So
that's crazy. Yeah. So when I called,
my gosh.
he called on the non-emergency line. So I guess that was a good start. So I answered. He was like, "You should be fucking ashamed of yourself. Like, how could you work for?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm not even. Yeah, it was bad." He went off, and he was just like, we had so many people that day ask for the Mount Laurel police station information, and usually we give it out, like if people just need to call.
Yeah.
Not that day. It was on lockdown. Like it was like, no, you can't. We literally had people like harassing, just calling and just yelling and
polarized. People upset. People are crazy.
They were.
People are crazy.
It's just like, oh my gosh, I can't believe.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know that Mount Laurel is in Burlington County. Yeah. That's crazy that you were dealing with that. That's so funny. Yeah, that got on like national news. That got.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely there. Definitely got some of the other end of it.
What was that? Like he was in like a neighborhood or like an apartment complex type thing, right?
Pretty sure it was his house.
Yeah.
Either way, we had so many people call and just report anything at that point.
Yeah.
So.
Damn. You worked that day when he was getting like.
I worked the day after. 2 days after. Still.
People from California.
Yeah.
Like, you fucking bitch.
Yeah. We had people from, who did we reach the other day? It was like crazy.
And are you allowed to, like, if someone's like, let's say, a guy's like, you don't know nothing, you should be ashamed of yourself, you know, freaking supremacy, all this fucking crazy stuff. Like, can you hang up on them, or are you, like, legally not allowed to hang up on them?
I mean, I legally have to give some type of statement, some type of defense. Like, when that guy called me, I was like, I just asked, I was like, sir, do you need police, fire, or EMS today? And he was like, yeah, I need the police. And at that point, you could tell what he was going off on about. So, like, if things were to ever go sideways, there's the recording of me asking.
Yeah. Yeah, they're always recording. Damn, that's lit though. You like your job though.
Yeah,
I
do like it.
That's nice.
The 7 o'clock every morning isn't really.
Yeah, yeah. What do you work like 3-4 days a week?
Well, actually, like this week I work Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, Thursday, work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then the week after that, I'm off Monday, Tuesday, work Wednesday, Thursday, and then I'm off Friday, Saturday.
Okay, so it's almost like a give and take every week.
Yeah. It's not that bad.
That's not that bad.
No.
That's not that bad.
No.
So are weekends more hectic than
you really
weekdays?
never, like, you really can't even say.
It's just so unpredictable.
You have no idea.
Would you say, how about this, rainy days or sunny days? Which one you think is more hectic?
I mean, you think of the rainy days, like the accidents of everything and stuff like that, but you think of the sunny days, people with like heat strokes, people call a lot, like I see a dog in the car, the windows are rolled up, it's
you got
90
a lot of
degrees.
like Karens, like someone fucking walking their dog and
I had some lady call the other day, and she was like driving by a house, and she was like, I see a dog laying out on the porch, and I'm concerned for his health. And I was like, it's probably just outside. So, I mean, when somebody calls 911, though, you can't disregard anything. Yeah.
Damn.
So they went to the house, and the owner was like, my dog was just...
My dog's outside chilling.
She was like,
chilling,
yeah, but I'll bring him inside.
Yeah.
And people will be like, they'll report something, but be like, no, I want to stay anonymous. Like,
yeah.
I mean, they have that right to, but
yeah.
It definitely gets crazy in there.
That is so interesting. Cass. Mm-hmm. I had no idea.
Yeah.
10 weeks. That's what was that, like 2-3 months you almost been there?
Yeah.
Damn.
I really like it, truthfully.
You like it?
I don't plan on staying there forever, but
yeah, okay. What you got any like what's like the long-term plan? Anything special or
I really
see how
my book
really and stuff like that.
I hope that just
keeps going.
You never know.
Yeah.
I just can't ever stop is what I know for sure.
For sure.
But
you ever think about making like a podcast or something like that?
I need to. Yeah. I really do
get
need
like
to.
Another form of branding, something like that.
I really do need to, but it's so like if I just plan on keep on writing, like that takes it really does. It takes
it's a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot of imagination.
Yeah, it's a lot of
creative energy.
It's a lot of little things like on here. Like, did I want my page number in the middle or to the right or to the left or...
You just keep overthinking it.
Did I want this font? Did I...
Yeah.
So...
I feel you. So when do you think this next book's going to be ready?
I really have no idea. Hopefully it only takes me about 6 months to write it, like the first one. I feel like it might take a little longer just because... I'm not that I'm dealing with this. That's a bad wording, but I have this. Yeah. So it's like when something happens with it, or I'm dealing with everything. You
gotta ship it out. You gotta come on things like this. Mm-hmm. So it's lit.
I have a couple more interviews soon. Technically, I'm like the alumni from Nottingham. Okay. So like I'm like the alumni that wrote the book, or like I'm the alumni from Mercer that wrote the book.
Am I not an alumni? I'm an alumni though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I met with Vergazzo the other day, and he asked, like, if... We just started talking, and he asked if anybody else had done something cool with their life since high school, basically to kind of put it like that.
There's other people.
I told him that you started... Did he not follow you on Instagram?
Probably not, no.
Oh. I showed it to him.
I never got in trouble. I always stayed out of there.
Oh, yeah, no, I showed it to him, and I was just like, it's really nice to... just watch. So I'm sure he's watched some of it.
They might have caught a bad clip of him saying something about Hillary Clinton's a lizard or something. Just because like this kid's crazy.
Yeah. Who knows what he did. But.
That's funny. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, I just had Marvin on last week or a few days ago. I'm gonna edit that up because Marvin's taking photos of all like.
Do I know who that is?
Marvin Ortiz, Hispanic kid.
I'm so sorry if I'm so.
I don't have my phone. It's all right. We had like 400 or 500 kids in Nottingham, or 300-400 kids.
I'm sure I do. Yeah, if he's watching this, I'm sorry.
Marvin, it's all right. But he's taking photos of
I'm sure if I see him, I'll know him.
Exactly. He's been taking photos of all like the up and coming like rappers and music scene
that's
around here. So he's taking like real quality photos, and we came out talking about his camera, talking about some of the camera gears and stuff. I was telling him I was like, yo, get a website, brand your stuff up. Yeah. So, he's doing the damn thing. And then I've had on some music kids. I've had on some kids that do music. Wahib's like low key, grinding with the music.
Yeah,
so he's doing something.
saw.
He's got a little record label thing, and I think Marvin was gonna try to shoot like a music video with him and stuff like that. So yeah, just a little bit of everything, and then eventually, get some followers on here, get some followers on there.
Hopefully, people have followed you.
Yeah, a little.
Do you think they have like from here?
A few. Mostly.
Can I take this? Can I look at it for a second?
At it, yeah, a few people. Yeah, I got
I'm trying to find which page did I tell you?
95.
Not me not being able to flip through this.
Yeah, she gave me some credit for talking about nice things and motivation, and I was like,
oh yeah.
I talked about it on my other podcast how like you gave me the credit. I was like, I guess she missed the clips of me making fun of Hillary Clinton, but I was like, I'm gonna take the credit. I was like, it's all good.
Yeah, no, I forget which one it was. What did you mark in here? Just the page that you
just different ideas. I like some of the quotes, just simple quotes were actually like some like very resonating. Yeah. Resonated pretty well with me.
Yeah, I really I don't know. It's so crazy looking at this.
I know. You can hold it for like ever.
Yeah. I don't even know what to say.
That's a roller coaster on it, or are those just crazy stairs? That's what I thought.
Coaster. When you open it like this,
it all coincides.
You see it now?
Yeah.
How it looks more of like the roller coaster.
You haven't been
so like I feel like when you read it, it kind of goes, I guess you could say. I don't know. I had a roller coaster as my like presentation picture. I guess just kind of life's a roller coaster type thing. So that's just what I kind of stuck with.
Before we wrap this up, we were actually in the same college class that one year. What happened with that? COVID came. Did you finish college semester?
I did, but which class was that?
That was dude. I really want to have him on my podcast. I just feel bad because once COVID came, I just stopped doing all that work. But I had 100.
What class was it?
Professor Haywood.
Oh yeah, I love him.
Yeah, he's cool. I want to have him on my podcast. I want to talk to him about so much stuff. I really want to have like a deep conversation with him.
I talked to him a couple of times about things. Like I've taken my book everywhere. Like I guess writing it, and he was like, I was working on it one day, and he's just really cool to talk to.
He's cool.
I had him for 2 classes. I had him for that class. Was that public speaking? Intercultural to something like that.
Some fucking bullshit. some social problems.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think it was social problems communication. Something about social.
I thought it was intercultural communication.
It could be whatever that means.
I had him for public speaking too, and he just was a good public.
Yeah, I liked him. Even though, like, I look back, I question those type of classes and stuff as institutions. But I like him. I really want to have him on my podcast and talk. I think he's a cool.
Should ask him.
Yeah, but I feel bad because, like, once COVID came, I kind of just, like, was like, I'm just going on the podcast. I'm just going to grind on my stuff.
Yeah, I feel like now is better, though. Like, I was so afraid, or not afraid, but, like, I really want to do a book signing. I have no idea. Barnes & Noble does them. They have my information. A couple other places do. But it's like, if I would have published this right in the middle of quarantine, there would have been no book tour, no book signing, no books. So
yeah.
I guess it all works out. But I feel like now you can bring people here.
Yeah. No, I definitely want to have him on. Yeah, no, but I just feel bad that, like, I stopped. Like, I didn't... Like, that's what I'm
you
saying.
didn't finish his class.
No. I just did those essays, and like once COVID came and they're like, we're online, I'm like, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I truthfully say, I'm just not doing this shit.
Oh yeah.
So I feel bad.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying now. Oh, yeah. I don't know about that.
No, I think
I would be a little embarrassed or started off like, hey, I'm sorry for.
But he gave me 100 on both my essays, so felt good. Okay.
Probably should have finished it, but that's okay.
Yeah, I should have. But I mean, at this point, why finish it if I'm not?
Are you in school now?
No. I've thought about going back. The goal right now is really to just grind on what I'm doing, try to create an income, maybe get my LLC this year, create my business, kind of map around there. I have like kind of big plans in like certain aspects, so I'm really working on my short films and my little documentary type of content. You know, really working on my editing, trying to grind on that. Photography all gonna come, and then the running and the training I'm gonna try to do something cool with that.
School
as well.
definitely is a lot.
Yeah, school's a lot, and it's like I'm not a degree's not bad, all that, but like most of those classes, it's just busy work and homework to prove that you're just prove to me you're listening and doing the work, and I'll give you an A. And it's like at the end of the day, like that's kind of a fucking waste of time. So it's like, and if most people, if you don't know what you're doing with your life, like yeah, go to school and let it come to you. But like if you got something to chase, like fuck, man, I gotta go chase it while I'm young. So
I've been thinking about school.
a degree,
lot,
yeah, like a degree is important.
Because I did this with no degree.
Yeah.
Like I have this job, no degree. It just
yeah.
it's just doable without it. I realize it has its advantages.
It does. So, like COVID, you lose your job, you can fall back on a degree, hold yourself up, something like that. But COVID's from the government and they want to destroy it. Now, what? Look, you can't say that. No, but yeah, it's kind of like a daunting, especially like people our age, like they're starting to graduate and get a job, and it's like, oh, I got a degree, and it's like, oh fuck, I don't.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
I saw a couple graduation posts, and I'm like, oh, we graduated high school together.
Yeah.
And you're done your 4 years.
Yeah. And I
don't know how. It's only been 3.
Yeah. And you have like a good degree and shit. Like, I thought you were an idiot in high school. No, I'm kidding.
It's really when I talk to people, I'm like, oh, what's your major? They're like, bio. I'm like,
yeah. Anyone says biology or physics, I'm just like, I respect it. That's a real degree right there.
Honestly, like, I know I'm only 21, but I'm so excited to have kids just because, like, I know that's so crazy to say, but, like.
I think that's, like, a woman thing.
Probably. But, like, it's just, I truthfully failed my bio class. Like, and I feel like nobody would really know that unless I said it just because, like, I feel like I do so much and then, oh, she failed her bio class. Like,
yeah. Well, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it really doesn't. Just a waste of $600.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and if you had a nicer teacher, you probably wouldn't passed. Like,
nah, he was pretty cool.
Oh damn, man.
He was like,
biology's just not your calling.
You know when what is that thing? Rate My Professor.
Okay,
he was the number one. He was the number one biology teacher.
Yeah, Cassie just folded on this. So guys, don't take her advice.
Yeah, no.
No, that's funny.
Bio just was not.
Yeah. Math was. I was not good with it. I was good with math in high school, and then I just got to a point where I'm like, this is fucking bullshit. There's no way. Like, who invented fucking LE equals fucking T times minus to the, like, what are we fucking, like, what are we doing? Like, this is not math. Like, this is insane. It's like, hey, you just got to take the parabola of this equilibrium. I'm like, what?
And math teachers.
Like, I want to do a podcast, bro. It's
I
like,
want to talk.
It's like I'm trying to run marathons and shit. Like,
I really liked my English teacher. She was cool.
English was fun. But even in college, like,
what'd you have for English?
So like I took all my English at Rowan. I took all my English at Rowan, and even there, like, we didn't.
English teachers are different.
Yeah, but even like the class, like, we wrote essays, and like it was just like I didn't learn anything in English class. I just like proved to these guys to write an essay, follow their guidelines, and prove to them that I can fucking read directions. It's like, oh, good job, Luke. You get an A or a B, and it's just kind of stupid. And it was just, I don't know. I just didn't, because I was going to get a communications degree. So why am I going to get a communications degree if I'm going to chase a podcast and try to do? So
that's what I have.
Yeah. So the goal right now, honestly, if I'm being honest, and then you realize statistically, most people aren't even watching probably this late. So if you're watching 58 minutes, how you doing? Subscribe, like. But I really want to link up with someone that's like successful in the podcast or even comedy space. And I'm just like, a lot of those guys are maybe older or something, and they don't know how to record, edit, do all that stuff. So I can link up with them and like, yo, bro, like, I'll work for you for cheap or for free, and let me come open comedy shows, because I write comedy jokes, and like I'm doing my own thing. You know what I'm saying? So
this stuff is definitely hard, especially to be a beginner.
Yeah.
My editor, I call her all the time. I give her so much credit. Like, I did pay a lot for her, but she's done so much more for me. Like, I still call her and talk to her and whatever. But she was editing a book for some guy that it was a New York Times bestseller.
Oh, that's awesome.
But she was like, this is his like 4th book. He's been doing this for 10 years, and it just like. 10 years.
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah.
10,000 hour rule, right? But then there's
I was just talking to my therapist about that.
Did you read that book, Outliers?
No, I didn't. But oh my gosh, I'm going to forget his name. It might have been in the book.
Malcolm Gladwell?
Maybe that was talking about once you're 10,000 hours in your field.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a good idea.
10,000. What is
hours.
that?
So it's like if you get 10,000 hours, approximately like 5 to 10 hours a day, whatever practice, it would take 5 to 10 years, depending, to get a professional or expert level, or to get some form of success. And if you look at all the guys, they put in like hours and hours and hours and hours. So yeah, it's really interesting. I read that book. I did a little YouTube series about, like, sometimes I make series about like books and explain them. So I talked about that book, Outliers by Malcolm Gladwell, and that talked about the 10,000 hour rule.
I need to read that.
And then there's another book, Talent is Overrated, and that basically breaks down like all the people that are like, oh, he was born for this, he was talented. It's like, that's all bullshit. They've put in more practice, more hours than anyone can really imagine. It's like, that's why they're better at things, like athletes and musicians and stuff like that. So it's an interesting concept. But I think it's true. Like, you need the hours on at the task.
Hours.
You need. That's why I started, actually, after I read that, I started tracking just for fun, like my snowboarding. Just like every time I go snowboarding, it's like 7 hours.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I'm at like 200-300, it's like 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Yeah, that's a lot.
It's like, I'm ass. Yeah.
I'm in therapy now. My therapist had mentioned that.
What are you in therapy for? Just for like helping you?
Yeah,
coping?
I really just.
You like talking to someone?
Yeah, I do. And he just, for me, I guess when like I go through something, I like know how to keep hope and everything's going to be okay. But
Optimistic.
I also really like knowing like why my brain thinks like that.
Yeah.
And he definitely gives me all of that. Like when I'm sad, what's going on.
He's a psychologist, right? Not a psychiatrist.
Yeah, psychologist.
What would a psychiatrist does if like you're losing your brain? Or
no. A psychologist, the difference is a psychiatrist has the, I guess, what do you want to call it? The authority to prescribe you money. Medication,
right?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they can, like if you were sitting here with a psychiatrist and they determined that you were depressed, they could give you depression pills. Psychiatrist or a psychologist is just going to be like, well, let's
work on things and stuff like that. Interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah, no, he's a psychologist.
Yeah. How long you been going to him?
4 months.
You like it? It helps?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah, I really like him.
Decompress a little bit?
Yeah.
Is it like chairs like this, or is it like a sit back?
Oh, it's a couch. Like, it's a big couch. He has like a chair, his chair. So it's pretty cool.
He mostly just like lets you talk, and you kind of
he's really
kind of
cool.
like add points in to get. He helps you like create ideas and stuff.
I'll say like the title of my book, like I can't even say that I came up with it on my own. Like somebody helped me with it, but it's crazy because I was just going on about a big story, and like he picked the little thing that I said like for my chapter title, and I feel like that's what my therapist does. I'll go on about, and I'll be like, well, let's think about that one sentence you just said, and it'll like change my life when he sees this one sentence.
Like,
so I'll be like, yeah, I never thought about it like that.
That's awesome. That's cool.
Yeah, any minor inconvenience. Well, let's think about this.
Yeah, I try to read some of like those books about like brain and psychologist and Jordan Peterson, cool guy. So interesting, very interesting, Cass.
Yeah, I really.
Maybe you could write. You ever think about writing like a nonfiction? It's a lot of facts and stuff. Yeah. A lot of citing and shit. But
that type of. I feel like it's just really easy for me to write these because it's just. I don't mean easy, but it's like it comes to me naturally to write like that.
More instinctual.
I feel like nonfiction would be a hassle.
A challenge.
Yeah.
You never know.
Never know.
Damn, Cass, this was awesome.
Thanks
guys,
for having me.
Course. Thanks for coming on. Guys, long story short is going to be in the description. So you guys want to get that. Website's going to be right there. Check it out. Self-help. If you got some problems. If you don't have some problems, it's always going to help. But Cassie, thank you so much for coming on. If you guys
thanks for having
say anything,
me.
if you got anything special that you're working on, I don't know.
No, I don't have anything else to say. I guess thank you. You know, my Instagram. Is it in here? No. It's just Cassandra Webb.
We'll put it down
2
there.
ways after Cassandra. Yeah. And if you have any questions or anything.
And don't call Burlington County complaining. Come on, guys.
That we're talking about anything. No.
All right,
it's
guys.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Deuces.